have to fall on the sword, man. You have to fall on the fort.
Fall on the fort.
What are you, drunk?
Are you contact drunk?
Apparently talking is my topic of the week. It is time for our topic of the week.
Do sounds.
Yeah.
Sparkles.
Sparkles.
Yeah.
Except.
We need like fireworks on this
We
shit.
do need like a.
I have a shit ton of sparklers at my house for some reason.
Sparklers.
For some
I do
reason.
have some sparklers.
By the way, sparklers later.
You know what I like.
Yeah.
Don't get one of those on fire on your arm. The tassel-y things with the sparkler.
I don't want to catch on fire.
Because then all of a sudden it'll be like one of those lovely things you're running, she's videotaping it, a sparkle hits, it catches fire.
Yeah, but I mean, if it does,
running.
then you're second place and not third place on this game. So.
Oh, that's true, but that'd be sad for you.
It would be sad for me. I appreciate your empathy.
Yeah, I don't want you to burn.
No,
You know?
so kind.
Our topic this week. Our topic this week is things. So here's the thing, right?
Tell me.
Like, you have musicians who like get on stage and they perform. You know, you have people who are good at something, good at their job, and that's what you see people doing all the time, right? Mm-hmm. But no one ever talks about the things that they're just really fucking terrible at, right? And I feel like everybody has a lot more of those things because most people are only good at a few things. So this week I wanted to focus on the things that we're just really bad at.
We're just really bad at it.
Right?
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
I don't know. She's pretty good at everything. I'm just saying.
Dude, we had an hour and a half
We're like,
discussion
what
of
is
what
she
I'm good versus bad at, and we
at?
come up with one thing.
Only one?
Only one.
Well, then
Apparently,
maybe
I'm good at fucking everything.
Yeah, you should get out of the way with now.
Because
She's actually pretty good at
I don't even
countless
understand.
things.
If you'd
We
like,
were
I can come up with a
trying to
list for you.
Oh.
And now I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you.
We were
I
like,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
can
And
you
now that I
please
mentioned
tell
it,
So
us?
since
and I'm
my
out,
list is like way longer and I have multiple things.
I assume it would be.
No, about myself.
Yeah,
I came up with a list of things that I'm okay. Because I'm more honest with
You
myself.
wrote them down? Oh shit, were we supposed to write them?
No.
No, okay, good.
Do you,
Write
I mean,
them? Are you
unless
kidding
Do I
me?
ever prepare? No, that's what I'm terrible at as well.
as long as you don't
Are
forget
we
them,
supposed
that's
to
the point.
prepare?
I don't prepare, and I
Yes.
do forget.
I'm bad. I'm bad at riding in elevators.
Bad at
I
it?
feel like I have really good.
Freaks you out?
I have good. No, I have good elevator etiquette.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the elevator doors open, I make sure that if there's anybody in there, I let them out first.
You
I
don't
don't try
fart
to rush
in
in there.
there?
I don't
Like,
fart in there.
scared?
That's
Right.
appropriate.
So what happens is I get in the elevator, and if someone else is with me, I'm like, do I have to make small talk? And I'm like, do I make eye contact?
But wait,
Right?
hold on. But I feel like most people are like that. No, like I feel like I'm like that. No, do you?
What do you
Well,
mean?
you
Like
can
what?
add it
Like
to your
what?
list.
I don't know. Oh, maybe.
Do you know
I
what's
should.
weird?
Now I'm number 2.
I find myself staring at the numbers going up or down, and instead of like looking
See,
at
I
the
know
other
the person next to me's whole story by the time we get to floor 14.
See, she's
I mean,
good at this.
Yeah, but I used to also, when I get in elevators, I
Kayleigh's good at
do the
everything.
Okay.
Fuck.
Not true.
the chat.
Oh,
Wait
I
till my
talk to
list.
people and
We'll
shit.
talk.
And I don't know if it's just that I get older and that I just don't give a fuck. I just think sometimes my day is so long and burnt out that I don't really want to deal with the small talk.
So
Plus,
you
that's
just
what
ignore
I do
the
for work.
person.
Well, I'll say hi.
Yeah.
I cannot not say
That's
hi.
appropriate. That's
Always.
appropriate.
It's just
You
a
always
bad
have
thing.
headphones
And then you're like,
on,
hey, I'm busy in my head.
But I'm like,
So-
hello,
Right.
and then that's
Dude,
it. I mean,
and
sometimes it
precisely,
organically
and
goes into conversation. I'm all about it.
Especially if there's like a hot girl in the
headphones on.
elevator, you're like, oh, let's get organic right now.
But I just sometimes I just don't want to talk.
I feel like,
You know?
like I said, I've
It's
got good
understandable.
etiquette.
Alright.
But the entire time I'm in the elevator, I'm just like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
because
if I-
that's what an elevator feels like.
and then if I do
Awkwardness.
like
Until the
initiate
doors
conversation,
open, and it's like,
Yeah.
like fucking heaven.
I feel like the small talk never goes well. Like I feel like
No.
it's either like, hey, how's it going? They're like, huh, and they grunt and look away. Or they're like, or like their whole life story comes out, and
Yeah.
it's like they're getting out 3 floors before me, and it's like they're
They
like,
don't want to
I
go.
They don't wanna
care
go.
enough
Yeah.
to finish this conversation.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
yeah.
Good luck with
Right.
that
Or
shit.
they're
Some
like,
people like hold the door open. I'm like, dude, let the door close. This is the end of our little conversation.
You can
Like,
go. You can go.
Bye. Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
So I'm really bad at it. I'm really
Okay.
bad at
Well,
writing
you know what?
elevators.
Elevator therapy isn't really a thing, so I think that that's a fair thing
Huh.
to be bad at.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe
No,
we should
I
make
think
elevator
that's-
therapy
I
a
think,
thing.
Well, I think that some people do think that
Maybe.
elevator therapy is a thing.
Well,
Which is why things are awkward in elevators.
so we should blame them.
Not
Fuck
every-
you guys
I
for
do
like
blame
letting all
them.
your
Are
feelings
you
out in
kidding
an
me?
elevator.
Not everything is awkward in an elevator. Some things
Some
are better
things
in
are
elevators.
better.
I have the key to
I
mine.
feel like that just sidetracked.
See, you're gonna put in a ding sound for your little blink, but not a sparkle.
I'm even gonna give a sparkle in my eye.
Get out of my head.
Get out of
That'd
my
be great.
All right.
Kayleigh, what are you bad at?
I'm so bad at being funny. It's like so ridiculous. I'm so not funny. Like, I don't know. Some people, like, I get up on stage all the time and I sing and I play piano, and generally, like, you know what you're doing, so people respond accordingly and clap at appropriate times. But if you get up on stage and if you try to be funny, I'm speaking about me. When I try to be funny, it's like flat
you try to
as
be funny,
fuck. Yeah, I'm like, hey, yeah, what about that sports game last night? That was so awesome. It was funny when that guy did that thing. And people are like,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Cricket.
Really?
Cricket.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
So,
So-
I mean, in all fairness, if everyone was funny, then like everyone would be a stand-up
Comedians
comic,
wouldn't
right?
be a thing. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. But the
It is
thing
a
is, when
talent.
you're on stage as a performer, people expect you to speak to them and entertain them.
between and-
Dance,
yeah.
monkey,
They
dance.
don't
really?
expect you. It's
I don't
not
talk to
like
anybody.
Moulin
Ah.
Rouge, dance, monkey, dance. No, like they.
It
like,
feels
they
that
don't
way
expect you to
sometimes,
be
you know,
funny.
like, especially
They
since,
just-
like, my bandmate, he Alex Foster, coolest guy in the world, super talented.
What's up, Alex?
Hi, Alex. I love
No.
you. and
Alex
stuff.
is a good performer.
Yeah,
doesn't-
he plays guitar, he plays bass, he plays violin, he kills it. And there is a time where you have to tune string instruments when you're on stage, and I play piano, so that is not what I have to do. So I'm standing there like,
Yeah.
so, how about the weather, guys, right? And everyone's like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, Alex, get your shit together as fast as you can. So, guys.
So it's not about being funny.
that
It's
clap?
about getting like conversation going.
Yeah,
with the
but like
crowd.
somebody sees you on stage, you better have something for like. Okay, there's a couple things you can have to say. You better be insightful as fuck, where you make people go, "Oh yeah, or you better be funny, which is like, okay, I'm not, so that's out of the question.
Yeah.
Or like you better be like, I don't know, like. Just so outrageous that people don't know what to do. And I'm somewhere in between all of those things. So people are just like,
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. with
yeah,
that.
and like there's this awkwardness, and there's this word in Hindu, I believe it's Hindu, and it's like Jayas or JS. It's Jayas, and it's something that's so funny, or that's so not funny that it becomes funny because it's not funny.
Oh yeah.
And that's like
virgin suicide.
We should change
I believe
the name
it's
of the
Hindu.
podcast
I believe
to
it's
Jayas.
Hindu. Yeah.
That movie.
And that's my whole life.
yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
virgin
Alright.
suicide.
Yeah, no.
I
Good
didn't
call,
finish
though.
the title.
I'm like the
Right.
least
Alright.
funny person at stand-up, which is like pretty bad usually. So that's what I'm bad at. Also, pool. The game
Yeah,
pool.
Yeah.
you're not
Pool.
good at pool.
I have been
Yeah.
playing pool since I was 8 years old, but the truth of the matter is, like, if you put me in front of somebody I don't know and go, play some pool, I'm like, I don't know how to hold the stick. I don't know how to shoot I don't know anything. Just give me a drink and you guys play. Like, I'll cheer you on from the sidelines.
Maybe you should talk about that at your next concert.
I
There you
don't
go.
know.
Pool. Yeah.
All the people
start
playing pool in
something,
the
it
back
could
are going to
be
be like,
funny.
that's not funny. That's so not funny that it's funny. And now I'm laughing. And I'm going to be like,
Oh, man.
yes.
Have you? I feel like you can be really bad at pool, and then like once you hit that like maybe third drink, it's like everything
for
kind of
sure.
comes together.
Yeah.
And you're like the
Suddenly,
master
like,
of
you
billiards.
have enough drinks and you're like,
I'll be like,
I got this.
And then you have
And
one more
everyone-
drink, and it's
I
like
actually
It's
prefer
like
to play
totally
pool
People are like,
sober.
she's not going to hit that.
I-
And you're
I
like,
can't-
enough
I
drinks
can't
in where you're like,
drink at pool.
I'm going to kill this right now. And you're like, boom!
Nailed it.
Shot! And then you'd have one more sip and you're
Or
like,
maybe you
okay, I'm
think
just
you
totally
killed it,
fucking
but you
everything up.
actually didn't do that,
Yeah.
and you wake up the next morning
My-
and be like, I lost terribly.
Or
I
are you
thought I was
riding in the
great.
glory of that
No.
one shot
I
you
don't
took
like
the
to play
whole
drunk.
night?
My problem is
So-
I'm super clumsy anyways, and I don't know if that's something you're bad at. We'll get into that. I'm super.
stability,
That's just-
equilibrium.
Oh.
You're
extremely
bad.
Oh,
clumsy.
that goes
I have
into
vertigo
something you're
too, so
bad
my
at.
balance is off.
Balance,
yeah,
for
But
sure.
the
all
problem
over
is
the
then I
fucking place.
drink and then I get really smooth at being clumsy, where I think it's like, you know, like I got this shit.
Hey, if you're clumsy
But-
enough, you get really
clumsy.
smooth at
Yeah,
being
you know what I
clumsy.
mean?
No,
Like
I'm with you.
confidence, but
I
I'm
agree.
still wicked clumsy,
you?
and it's
'Cause
over
I'm
exemplified because
It's like
I'm
you
drunk.
slip and then you turn it into a dance move
Oh,
because
it's
you're
not
so
even
used
that
to
I-
slipping.
It's-
Oh, okay.
It's not
Actually,
even
I'm
blood
starting
drop
to
things.
follow. All right.
Things will
I
fly out of my
can start
hands.
to relate
in general.
now.
Yeah.
You're like,
It doesn't
what?
have to be
Living,
just drawing.
dancing?
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
All right.
Like, I mean, I'll go to
I was
unscrew
out
something
when
in the cover,
I'm
and
in.
I'll be like, oh, trying to fumble to get it, and instead everything's ruined. I'm one of those type of people.
So you're bad at everything, is what you're saying?
I'm very, very clumsy.
I'm just fucking terrible at everything.
I just suck.
I'm one of those, like, laying in
I
bed.
hate this.
If Alicia's like, oh, you grab that for me,
Oh,
I'll
man,
accidentally,
I suck at
her
all.
hair out, like trying to get it. I'm like one of those people.
Okay.
Or trying to be super quiet, and I'll nail the end of the bed and just
Oh my
drop the
God.
picture
Oh,
off the
no.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just, that's
Trying
me.
to be quiet is just setting yourself up to be loud.
Yeah,
I mean, really.
I'm
Definitely.
terrible like that. That wasn't even what I was bad at, but I forget what I was getting at. But I am bad at. I'm clumsy.
Okay.
Remembering
Really?
things. I'm terrible at remembering things.
Really?
As we all know. I couldn't remember that.
I mean, I figured that.
What am I
Brett
trying
would say about this one. Terrible at remembering these. He quotes the same true and false things.
That's
Like the
happened.
next week. Like the next week he'll be like, so there's this game, and we're like, we know.
It's pretty much made up.
Like we know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We wrote it and then watched it.
Yeah.
So you only came up with one thing you were bad at.
I did.
What is it?
Directions.
So
Oh, yeah.
So true. No,
we went to
I
a
am
reservoir
not
today,
okay
and let's just
at
say we
getting to
drove
places.
around and around and around and around and around
I am
the
so
reservoir,
Yeah.
bad.
and we didn't know where we were.
I've been to your house a few times. I still can't get here properly.
She was like, "I didn't take that exit,
it's
even
not
though I
good.
knew I
No.
should have."
In all fairness,
Yeah.
that
Like
she
everything
has,
makes you
run
feel
in
like you're supposed to
circles.
churn, but you just
Dude.
like,
Oh, it's
keep going
awful.
straight.
It's
So
so
like not
bad.
even
I should've turned
directions,
there.
just
Driving there.
driving.
Just
I can't
driving.
give
You know what?
directions.
I'm bad at driving, and I will admit that. I am bad at driving.
Eh,
No, you're not bad at driving.
eh.
You just don't know where you're going.
Ooh, I'm getting worse at driving the older I get.
All right.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
accept
swerving
that.
a lot, and I don't know if it's my car,
Accept that.
because my car is
Right.
very old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
I don't know-
definitely the car.
Yeah.
For me,
No,
it's Pokemon Go.
it's not tight.
Like, that's why I suck at
I
driving.
was sitting at
I'm
PF
like, hold on,
Chang's today,
hold on.
and I was like, I wonder what's happening at Pokemon Go, and I turned it on, and there was a stop right there. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god. And I waited 10 minutes, and I turned it back on again, and I was like,
I caught
it's
3
I
right
Pokemon.
checked it
here.
at my buddy's house.
And then I was like,
yesterday.
Kayleigh,
He lives
re-download
right between
Pokemon
two.
Go.
Let's just say I
Pokestops.
caught 3 Pokemon.
Right between, and you can
Be
access them
proud.
both from his
You totally
apartment.
That's
did.
super convenient.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
Hamilton
You
Street.
totally
Are you
got
proud of me?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You
Because-
re-downloaded it, and you caught those 2 Pokemon.
I have to be in on the
It was
Pokemon.
amazing.
I gotta catch
Yeah,
them
I
all.
was like-
Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well.
I just hit level 20 yesterday, which I'm really
Oh
happy
my
about.
God.
My friend
And,
Max is on
19.
24.
What's
Oh.
that?
Almost 20. I'm almost 20.
Okay. Well,
I'm not.
I won't be for another week.
I will say that though, after the
So
update
am I.
today,
I'm not
I tried to sign in,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Okay, we're signing you in," and I was like, "Sweet," and it's like without parole at gmail.com, and I was like, "Is that what I really used?" And it signed me in, and it was like, "Here's how to catch Pokemon. You're level 1," and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
You're like,
You're
I'm
like,
not
no,
level 1!
no.
Like sign out,
Where's
sign
my
out, sign
Pokemon?
out. It took me like 10 minutes to figure out what email
Cancel.
address I signed in.
Yeah.
and I
Like,
was
oh fuck.
for like I've spent $40 on this game.
Giants Pokemon.
For a minute, I thought I was done with Pokemon
Right.
Go forever.
Vagina's Pokemon? Is
No.
that-
Yeah,
I was saying like
Gotta
I
catch
don't
them
know
all.
if it's pronounced
No.
J-S or Gias, but
We-
so not funny that it's funny.
Oh,
It's-
they said vagina's
we mentioned-
Pokemon.
we-
Vagina
she was a-
Pokemon,
Yeah,
yeah.
vagina.
You know,
No.
women from Pokemon Go, vagina Pokemon.
Yeah.
Gotta catch
Vagina
them all.
Mon.
I feel like I taught
Gotta
you a
catch
lot
them all.
of
Gotta catch all the
Pokemon.
STDs.
I
Yeah,
feel like
everyone.
I taught you a
Yeah.
lot of Pokemon Go things today.
You did, you
Yeah,
did.
we went through it. We went through it for a while.
Would you throw little vaginas at the Pokemon and be like,
I mean, and then they would open up and be like,
Did you see
scooped
teeth?
out vaginas? No.
That was
I heard about
really,
it though.
like that was a
The
full
vagina with teeth,
image
right?
there.
Yeah.
you saw that.
That like
You saw that
no,
DJ
you don't,
open
up.
Don't redo it. Don't redo it. That was great the first time. We're just gonna
But no vaginas, just
no,
Pokemon.
No.
I'm also
That's
real bad
usually
at,
the case.
No vagina.
I'm also real bad at being an adult.
I see where you're going, but
Oh,
joking.
well,
nowadays.
now that you
See, I
mention
told you
it.
I'm horrible at being funny.
No.
Like you're talking about bills or like
Yeah.
where are you going with that?
So I'm bad at being an adult.
Oh, yeah.
This is sort of the overarching description I decided to come up with is just being an adult because because the thing is like
That's true.
Pretty fair.
Pretty
Yeah,
fair for
yeah.
most people
Yeah,
at all
actually,
ages.
Yeah.
They suck
I
at
want
being
in on
adults.
this.
thank God for technology because if if bills didn't automatically get drafted out of my account, I
Oh
would
my
never
God.
pay a bill ever.
You're telling me.
Right? It's like I was like,
man.
like
That reminds me, I
Charter
need to
came
pay
out
my
and I was like,
bills.
oh, I forget that I
So
had the
bad.
charter bill. It's like, oh, okay.
Think about parents when
I
they
have,
used to have
like,
to sit there and write the
$300
checks
at
and
the
mail them.
hospital.
Right, it was like a
Remember that?
whole day.
Wait, you
of
guys
they
don't
would
do
do
that
that.
anymore?
Oh,
What?
God.
No.
Absolutely not.
But I
And,
might.
no.
Funny.
And like honestly, like here's an example. Like it's like I pay my bills because I make sure there's enough money in there. It's like so I do the bare essentials as far as like being an adult. But like
Bare necessities.
bare necessities. Here's
Look
the
for
Yeah.
us, bare
Yeah.
necessity.
Get it? The Jungle Book?
Simple
yeah,
bare
I guess.
necessity. I guess. Okay.
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're bad at remembering this.
No, I actually I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
I ever saw it.
Oh, really? Yeah. The cartoon?
Yes, I think I'm sorry.
Recipe.
Which is probably why I don't care about the new one.
Yeah, I didn't see the new one. But go on.
So just as an example of how I'm bad at this, my car insurance has been going up periodically for like everyone else's car insurance goes down automatically, like a few dollars here, a few dollars there. After like as long as you don't do anything stupid, which I don't. I have a super squeaky clean driving
It's true.
record.
Never
That's,
mind.
that's
I'm out.
what your problem is.
Right, my
That's your problem.
my
right?
Jeep,
Yeah.
my Jeep's not worth
Those are
very
like-
much, so like it's, every year it should be going down, and every year it's been going up by like $5 a month, right? And when I first signed up for, I think it's Liberty Mutual. I don't even really know who my insurance company is. They just take the money and run. It was like $60 when I first signed up for them, and over the course of the last 5 years, it's gradually gone up to $80 a month. And like it took me till yesterday to finally call them and be like, "Why is this happening?"
Yo,
Right?
what's
Wait,
up?
They're like,
You-
Like I waited,
guys,
he's
I
on the
waited,
phone. What do
I
we tell
waited years.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Years.
hold
He's
on.
caught
No.
on.
Calling. You only pay $800 a month or $80 a month rather for your car insurance.
And I used to pay way less.
That's cheap.
Yeah, because
Oh my
I
It's
God.
pretty cheap.
My-
Yeah, but I'm
honestly.
pretty
What
cheap.
am
and
I
pay,
doing?
I
can't
do
even-
mine.
I don't even want to tell you what I'm paying.
Okay, first of
Oh,
all,
really?
I'm 10
Holy
years older
crap.
than you, so I have a better driving record.
Oh, wait,
second of all, my car is not new. Yours is.
True.
Third of all, I drive 3.5 miles a day.
Oh yeah.
Right. So all these
I bought it
factors
like a year
combined,
ago and I'm at like 26,000.
all these factors combined,
Brand new.
is why I don't pay
5
shit.
miles I bought it at.
Because you
I
got
don't wanna
stuff
talk
to
about
do.
I don't do
I have
much.
some-
I
have-
sit here and
I
talk to
have
people in
stuff
my
to do.
bedroom
I have a lot of things to do.
and then film it and put it on
oh
YouTube.
my God, you're like complaining about $80 a month?
Not complaining. I'm saying that's why it took me 4 years to
You
get
know
around
what's
to
sad?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know what I pay. I just
Makes
have it on
sense.
auto withdrawal, and I think
Yeah.
it's between 60 and then
I
every
just feel
few
like I'm
months
doing
it
something
jumps.
wrong.
They do a little bit more for some reason. Excise. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the
there's
fuck the
taxes
reason-
involved and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
but
they
I
just
think
grab
it might be around 60 some odd.
That's good.
That's good.
Fuck.
That's really good.
Like
Plymouth
60
Rock.
I might have to
something?
switch.
Plymouth Rock.
Oh my
Plymouth
gosh,
Rock.
what am I
Well, how
doing?
about that?
60
Solid.
something, 80 something?
How's your driving
What do
record?
you,
What's
what
your
do you
yeah? Have you gotten
expect
pulled
me to
over or
do?
hit shit?
No, not since I was like 16.
But you're like
It's like, what,
19.
3 years ago?
I'm just kidding. I'm not. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's
That's
19.
not true. No,
Barely
I'm not
legal
19.
episode, you
All
guys.
right, listen. 26 years old. First off, you stop it. And
We're gonna snuggle for the rest of the
And-
episode.
I mean,
Yeah,
you are.
yeah,
I mean,
so-
how long
Well,
have
now
you
that
been
we know
driving?
she's 18.
3-4 months.
since I was
Oh, yeah.
stop.
You just got your license.
Since I was 16, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, since I was 17.
I don't know how it works,
And
but
then
isn't
does
it by
a
a certain
scooter
age?
count? Because
A scooter?
there was a period.
No, that
Yeah, they
counts.
consider you being dangerous, so they raise your.
Well,
I mean, it is
was. I
dangerous.
broke my wrist. I got hit by a
Dude,
car.
I drove
I mean, it's. You know what? Actually, now that you mention it, driving record, meh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Driving scooters into shit, breaking bones.
I've definitely
I-
driven a scooter into a garage door and gone halfway through the garage
I drew it into
door.
a driving car. I win.
A driving
Oh
car.
my
Driving
god, a
car.
driving
Yeah,
car.
but
A
mine
moving-
was
Yeah,
a
a moving-
Mine was
stationary
just
a
sitting
moving car.
Yeah.
A moving
you just
car.
sit in it.
And yeah, that wasn't good. Broke my wrist.
Yeah.
So
no,
thanks, Thundercloud,
no.
for suggesting the topic of car insurance and
This
driving
segment
records.
funded by Geico.
Yeah.
Anyways,
kidding.
what do
Alright.
what do you pay?
Well, I'm
No,
from
I know what they
California,
pay, so I just
so
wanna know what you
it's
pay.
kind of pricey.
Right.
So I
No,
mean,
tell me. God, please
but
be pricey.
to be fair,
so I
it's
can
not
feel
it's not
better.
as pricey. It's about $120. So
120. Oh my god, what am I doing?
What are you paying,
Oh, you mean
$700?
that's
Oh my
even more for
god!
you?
Oh my god!
That's outrageous.
I feel awful right now. I
yeah,
pay
right.
more.
It's outrageous.
Dude,
It's fucking
what are you
outrageous.
paying?
I don't even want to tell you
No,
now.
please do. We all need to
Oh
know.
my
He'll bleep
God.
it out.
Here, just write it down.
Yeah, write
Oh
it.
my
I won't
god,
even.
I'm gonna write it right now.
We
Ready?
won't
I
say
hope
it
it's
out
only
loud.
3 digits. Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, all right.
I thought it was gonna be
what?
horrible.
All right, that's actually a lie.
Okay, whatever.
155.
Okay, but
There we
You
go.
just changed it like 3 times. It's actually $400.
it's actually $9.59.
Oh, and that one's a 2, yeah.
No, it
And
is
Adam-
the
Well,
same.
you wrote it,
That's
but
so
then
same.
stated
Minus
it.
No,
50
it's
plus
170
$170.
a month for my insurance.
That's a bit. That's a bit.
It's
Who,
a bit.
Who do you have?
Geico.
And it-
How many
oh, and they
accidents
usually
have you
put-
been in? A lot?
brand new
You would
car.
think.
It's a brand
You
new
would think
car.
they would be. They said they
Not
were
with-
gonna be,
not with you,
but they
though.
weren't.
Maybe they are with you. Maybe it'd be
Maybe.
more elsewhere.
You know.
So,
Was that whale speak?
Do you
Underwater, I
speak
couldn't
whale?
understand
Are
it
you
perfectly.
Dory? All right.
Wow, we've got some whale speakers in the
Yeah.
house.
Well, obviously.
That always
Okay.
freaked me out. I used to have a bad dream, actually.
Tell me.
All right, so first of all, Star Trek. Which Star Trek was it when they?
Oh my God!
the
Did
whales,
you see the new one yet?
I did actually.
Oh,
we
okay.
talked. Did I
Last
mention
week.
it? See, I already. Yes, that's right. I did. I forgot.
Haven't seen it yet. I don't actually want to talk about it.
But the whales, when they collected the whales, was that the Journey Home? I don't remember what Star
It
Trek
was
was.
one of the movies, yeah.
And they had the whales, and they did the whales. Anyways, I used to have this really weird dream. I had it a few times, and it kind of freaked me out. And therefore, I had a fear of being in water and not knowing what's underneath me. But I always remember this
I
I
have
Big,
that
huge-
Are
fear
you
too.
kidding me? That
Oh, yeah.
is like
Yeah.
the
This
biggest fear of my
big,
life.
huge
too.
room that
Oh my
looked
God,
like
I
one of
hate
those
it.
tiled, white tiled kind of rooms that you see in fucking hospitals and shit. Except
Creepy.
huge, with a window way up there, and there was that green, murky water, and I was floating in it, and there was whales, a couple of whales, laying like that and stacked up on the side, and I was in there with the whales, just stacked in there with a big one, and it just freaked me out, and it was a weird dream.
And that was a preview of next week's topic
What if
of
I
our
just
craziest
announced it, and
dreams.
somebody who knows about
we
dreams
should totally talk
looks
about
it up
dreams. Can I just
next week?
Sorry, Brett, but I'm just gonna come again next week real quick
All right.
because
Well, hopefully
'Cause
more
I
than
wanna talk
once in
about
between a
dreams.
week. I'd
Sure.
never be able to survive just going once
Next
per
week's
week.
dreams. Stay tuned.
Dreams,
Next
yeah.
week.
There's a coming reference. You're like, maybe I'll come again next week. And
That's
I'm like,
what he
just
said.
Once a week.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just once a week.
Some of
exactly.
us, that's all we got.
Oh, dude, you have the ability. We all
I'll come
do.
again next week.
Okay.
Any day,
I hope
every
so.
day.
So in 6th grade,
what,
speaking of coming,
Took you that long, dude? No,
your
I'm just
mother
kidding.
is.
We
That-
lobbed
this-
that
how old
one
is
to
sixth
you.
grade?
Still
Still
lobbed
watching.
that one
How old
to
are you
you.
in the 6th grade?
how old was I? How old was everyone else?
Everyone else in particular.
I'm always the youngest one in my class. I was
Me
like,
too.
I was
Oh.
11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What,
that's way
what
after.
month were you born in?
September
September what?
1st.
27th.
Oh, so you're a Libra.
I am indeed the best kind to be.
I was February, so I was always
Libra
one of
would
the
say
older
that.
ones.
I'm just kidding.
So
But they
in-
would.
so when I was in 6th grade, okay, this actually gets back on topic, by the way.
Great.
I remember there were basketball tryouts.
Oh, yeah.
Now you guys know me now. There's no fucking way in
I'm
hell I'd go
sorry.
out for
Hold
the
on.
basketball
Yeah.
team.
Whoa. Hold on.
In all fairness, in 6th grade, I should not have been trying out for the basketball team then either.
Probably not ever.
And I was like, this does not look hard. There's a ball and a basket and other people. I was like, I got this shit down.
Got this shit.
And I
You're
don't,
of
I
average
don't,
height.
Well, I grew
Well, you don't.
taller later in life.
I played basketball.
Did you? I
I
bet
did.
you were
You
way
played?
better than I was.
No.
I
just
played
did it
I played
one
basketball women's
You
team.
were better than
I
I
was
was.
actually pretty good at
Because
basketball.
I went out
'Cause
for
you're
the
good at
basketball
everything.
team, and
See, we are bad at things.
I it was the worst tryout for anything
Oh,
that anyone's ever done ever, right?
Well, that was
And
like
so-
the only sport you tried out for, right?
No.
Was
So
it because
anyway,
you never-
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So-
God. I was
so-
like, please say yes.
so when it was all over,
More bad
it was
memories.
all over. I remember crying and being like, "I'm really bad at basketball," but having never actually played
Brian
basketball,
is
I
the
was like,
loneliest number.
Brian, Red is the loneliest
Brian.
number. Red.
Go on.
God, do you remember the?
I'll never forget.
Do you remember
Yeah,
the
the
true
poor
and
thing.
false?
That's what we're discussing.
Oh, that was the one.
That's
That
what
was
we're
the one.
referencing
Oh,
it,
okay.
yeah.
Well, okay.
So I get home.
Apparently, don't
I get home
remember it.
from tryouts, right? And I stand in my driveway where we had a basketball hoop. Now, this was no excuse for me not to be good at basketball. It's been there the whole time, and I felt like this was a horrible 80s movie montage where it's me, the sun's going down, it's just me and a basketball nonstop, just over and over and over again, trying to shoot hoops and trying
Montage where
to.
you never got better though.
That's the
Yeah,
rub.
kept
Miss.
missing.
That's the rub. That,
Almost no.
Less effort
miss.
every time.
All
Is
right.
It was
Aw.
it was
Yeah.
exactly that bad.
Brian, get inside.
And I was like,
It's time for bed.
no, I'm not going
Put the
inside.
fucking ball away.
I was like, I'm not
Turn
going
the
inside
lights
until
off.
I'm
You
good at
suck.
basketball.
You piece of shit. Give me that ball. Deflate it.
And
sorry, go on.
the sun went down, and I was getting worse, I think, as time went on. And I think there was more tears. I think it was dribbling and just, yep, all over the driveway.
This is like a really
And-
sad
It is.
conversation.
And I remember being like,
Like,
wow,
Please make it end.
I'm really, really bad at basketball. So I've been bad at basketball
Yeah.
since 6th grade
Wow.
because I have never tried to play basketball again since.
I don't blame you. That's
I
So,
mean-
so I'm pretty sure I'm still pretty
that's
bad.
probably a good call.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I
maybe
think so.
you just shouldn't play basketball, which is fine.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
play it,
Maybe you
but
should play
not
tennis.
in a serious way, you know?
I'm terrible at
Yeah.
it. Too.
Not in a
I'm
serious-
I'm actually
terrible
good
at
at tennis.
basketball.
Well,
Tennis
well,
rules.
that's why.
Yeah,
I'm
Tennis
not
is
good
the
at
best.
tennis. I'm one of those. Dong! And
Over
it-
the fence.
Yeah, even though I'll try to be like, okay,
Well, you
I'll
gotta
hit a
follow
light
through.
next
You
time.
know,
And
I
I'll be
saw
like,
that. You gotta
dong!
follow
Arlen.
through.
You're
I'll
gonna
totally
play tennis
get it.
with Arlen.
And it's just like,
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Oh, because he's like a morning person.
Sup, Arlen? No, because
Sorry,
he's like an
Arlen.
Ireland person.
but you can play tennis.
Tennis
Oh,
with
because he won't.
He's probably watching. He commented on the last video.
I know, he watches the videos.
No, he doesn't.
Stop talking shit about Arlen.
Sup, Arlen?
Get my food out.
Anybody else? You guys got more things you're bad at?
Too many, but that's,
I mean,
Just
we would be here
directions
for
for me,
days,
that's it.
really.
that's it.
No big
Clearly
deal.
everything else.
Everything else is
Anything
Superb.
else?
Taurus. I'm a Taurus, so we're
Yeah.
good at everything.
So that's it then. We've done it.
Oh man.
Think
If you
so.
have a suggestion for topic of the week, please leave a comment down below because where was that? Where were we pointing?
Yeah, where are you
Down.
pointing?
Down?
There.
All
Oh,
right.
right there.
That
Leave a-
wasn't obvious.
It's more over
Comment.
here.
Is it over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Somewhere over here. Somewhere in this
It's
region
okay.
over here.
It's in this
We'll
Down
get
here.
you.
Right
We'll get you
here.
to watch the show eventually.
somewhere around this vicinity.
Hey,
Hey.
It's all right.
I
I'm
mean,
just saying, hey.
This
I'm
is
just
actually
saying-
this is actually how we get new viewers. We invite guest hosts on, and eventually they're like, "Well, I should probably watch that," and then they subscribe.
Yeah,
I
there's
actually
one.
want them
But
to
then there's one.
comment. If
Case
the
in
viewers
point.
could comment their worst things like that they can do, that would be great too.
Yeah, what do
Or
you
the-
really
Because I'm
bad at?
curious, because I need some
what can't you
options
do?
to relate to,
Yeah.
if you will. You know, like
Some
I want
Michelle
some
does
ideas.
everything, so can you make her realize that she's not that good at everything?
Michelle is
'Cause
awesome
I
in
would really-
elevators.
she's making us look bad.
Are you
really
have
good
you
at
sewed
elevators.
before?
She's real
I
good in
love
elevators.
sewing.
Oh fuck!
Dude,
Oh,
I'm
Jesus
actually currently
Christ.
sewing my friend's like pants right now. Like, no,
Have
it's
you-
a thing. It's like a thing. No, like, tell me what.
Scuba dive.
Ask me,
Have you?
dude. My dad scuba dived.
Of
He taught
course
me
he
how to
does.
scuba dive.
Have you
I'm
whittled
not even
wood
kidding.
before? No, you're a naturey person. You might.
Have you
love-
fixed a transmission?
Do you know how to fix a
No.
broken fan?
Is this when we
Does
just
the-
yell at each other?
Yeah.
Is this the part of the show where
Oh,
we just
actually,
yell
what
at
I
each other?
like.
You know what's a stupid hobby me and a few of my friends used to have? We used to be able to, and this was in high school, and we weren't the nerdy kids. We weren't the nerdy kids. Fans. We used to be able to drive by and see somebody's fan in a window and know the name and the brand and how many
Of the
speeds of that
fan?
fucking fan.
That's
Because
obscure.
of how many blades or different shapes.
Wow,
How
It was
much
nerdy as
money
fuck.
does
Oh, I don't know
Whoopi
anymore.
Nerdy as
Goldberg
fuck.
make?
Oh, I never looked up Whoopi Goldberg because she's
Whoopi
not very
Goldberg.
significant to me.
Dude,
anymore.
no,
Whoopi
no. You
Goldberg,
don't understand.
stunt
All right,
double, Whoopi
so
Goldberg.
Was elected.
Was
Was
elected.
elected. Whoopi Goldberg. Well, that's close though.
What are you terrible at? Tell us down below.
What are
Gosh,
you
I wanna
terrible
know.
at?
What should we talk about next
Yeah.
week? Leave it down below.
Somewhere in this area.
For the Midnight Gamescast, I'm Brian Paul,
Jeremy King. It took me a moment.
Michelle Vercione.
Kayleigh Mack.
and we will see you next week.